Alrighty, I love returning to this run. We've got base Peglin, and we're doing all 4 relics, starting Refilibuster, and we don't have any of the normal starting orbs, apart from, obviously, Peglin's pool. So, a little bit different from the last times I've tried to play this run, but still very similar, obviously, and hopefully very, very enjoyable. It's always a good bit of fun after all. That bramble was neat, I think. My main goal is just to collect as much gold as possible. Oh my, this shot's pretty lovely, isn't it? Boom, get those 3. Then try and finish you off with that. Oh, it missed the crit. I was kind of banking on it hitting the crit and thus getting the kill. Oh well. We've always got the next shot. 38 gold, admittedly very, very impressive. I wasn't expecting that much. Interesting map. A lot early on, not that much later. Strange Brew, Hageland's Hat. It's a tough call. I think both are really decent, but especially because of that spin rate originality I got, I think I'm just very tempted to take the Strange Brew. My refreshes are just super powerful now. Not only do they have extremely good AoE damage, they also have much better single target damage now. Alrighty. Oh, you missed the refresh and all the bombs? That's impressive, honestly. Very, very impressive. I was not expecting that. I thought you'd do at least some of them, but somehow they all missed. 65 gold, not bad at all. I'll do a shot like that, try and claim a tiny bit more gold. In a perfect world, we get to 105 gold. But it's obviously asking for far too much, so I'll accept 90. 90 is, of course, 1 removal, 1 relic. Alternatively, 80. For... Wow, you're already through, that's crazy. 80 for perfect. 1 rare orb and 1 relic? Yes. I'm actually way closer to the 105 mark than I thought I would be able to get, to be honest. Really would love the refresh. That is incredibly unfortunate. Plants is as brutal as you expect it to be. Oh my, so close yet so far. 99, like seriously close to that. There we go. 105 that I initially considered. That's 2 relics, which it looks like is very manageable. Nice. Oh my. Do I go for it? I've got 44 health. I should probably just play it safe. And of course, playing it safe, especially for this guy, means just taking Ring of Pain, because Ring of Pain's pretty amazing in that fight. There we go. There's the 105. I didn't think I would get it, but here we are. I have Turtle. Why not? Why not? Because this is pretty useful tempo, but nah. Who needs tempo? Alright, Cookie. And stuff's the sling, I think. Nothing extraordinarily spicy, but just some solid stuff, which should have a decent enough impact on my run, I believe. In particular, I think stuff the sling is going to end up coming in handy for a lot of the boss fights. It also means that terrible removal is my top priority, isn't it? Since usually when you're playing around with Spin Vent Originality, you're happy to keep the terrible around for longer than normal. That was a pretty damn solid bramble, if I do say so myself. But that changes once you get stuff to the sling. Since suddenly the fact that it's small becomes a rather large detriment. I'll see what that does. I imagine it should be more than enough. I can just go slow now. Try and get up to 25. And then when need be, I just aim at the refresh once. Which is now. Yeah, simple as that, eh? Alright, collateral damage. I think that's definitely the play. Not the biggest fan. Oh, you know what? You know what? I think this is actually a pretty good play here. I think collateral damage is definitely an amazing orb, which I probably should have picked up there. But I think this is kind of perfect timing for a restore. Okay, wow. Very happy I didn't take the +1 to circle then. After all the tempo that provides. This is disgusting, by the way. Absolutely feral, but whatever. Hopefully we can get this guy dead before he takes off a single shot on us, and the good news is I can hit that bounce. Without that bounce, I don't know where I'd be. I really don't. It's a very necessary bounce for this battle. I'll talk about a very necessary bounce. I need to believe in this. Luckily it worked. Luckily that worked. I mean, look, plants are a completely miserable fight, and we still managed to take 3 hits? Okay, 3 hits is really not bad. I was gonna complain, but no, it's 3 hits. 3 hits is absolutely not bad at all. Especially when you trade it for any one of these. I think all 4 of these are extremely solid. I think that it's pretty obvious which one I'm taking. Early grinding monster is just amazing, and I have Ring of Indignation to combo with it, so it is like an ultimatum for a lot of monsters. They just can't burn through that much HP later on. I say later on. And I definitely want to try and prioritize as many fights as possible. I get really good healing every single fight, I get really good max HP every single fight, and then to top it off, there was one other reason. Oh yeah, I really want to upgrade my Restore. A pretty solid reason, although to be perfectly honest, to be perfectly blunt as well, now that I have my grinding monster, it's absolutely not necessary to try and bother with that anymore, but it's not going to stop me. Let's finish off one of you. I won't be able to get both of them unfortunately, but I will still have gained far more this fight than I lost, so really not bad at all. Full lightning is always something you've got to consider when you've got Sprint Mentor passive, especially with Refiller Buster, especially with Refresh Perspective. Look, offer me another one please, and then I'll take it. I just I probably didn't want to go in the fire there, lose some health, so pretty happy that worked. Offer it to me again and I'll buy it. I think that the Restore there was just more important, so that's what I went with in the end. I'm actually hitting my bombs, nice. It's good to see because, frankly, for this map, I suck at hitting my bombs. Sometimes that's a good thing. And yeah, as nice as it would be to have the gold Darkness or Terrible, absolutely not. I already have maxed, yes, good. I mean, already sitting at 102 max HP, don't mind if I do. The fact that I've already gotten plus 25, plus 15, one of the two. Oh wow, this could be a lot of max HP this run, it really could be. Although I wouldn't be surprised if I also have to shoot it early. Kind of unfortunate that I got that much damage, but at least I'm getting peg upgrading, right? Always got to look on the bright side. Oh, okay, that was actually really rough. Alright, whatever you do, do not hit Bramble. If you hit Bramble, I'm actually going to be so mad. Thank you. Alright, I really want this refresh. I see. That's the egg. I was not paying attention to what orb I was shooting whatsoever, but out of the corner of my vision, I just see the fact that it's got, how much damage? Oh yeah. The crit damage was in the double digits. And I'm just like, that's not possible. None of the orbs in my deck have that apart from Egg. Holy, good shot. Yeah, you can see why I really liked the Ring of Indignation for this boss fight. It's like such a big deal. And 64 times 7 is almost... Oh no, it is enough. Perfect. So we've already got the win this fight, right? That's just how this works. Great. It's just a question of how much health we leave on, which, you know, I definitely want a lot of health for Area 2 because it's Area 2. And although we definitely have some pretty decent AoE power, I'm definitely not going to complain too much about how good our AoE power is. It's Area 2, and Area 2 is always just going to deny you a ton of health. I got through the tree. I mean, best case scenario, right? Got to get that grinding monster on max HP. Alright, if you would be so kind as to... Oh, look at this cool bounce. You like that? I mean, it sounds pretty good. Endless Devouring as well is an option. Probably not. I think we simply just take the Glory Suffering and move along because it's like really damn good. Alright, we're definitely going to try and build towards mass proccing now, aren't we? That guy, sure. Alright, let's make sure to hit our crit for the first hit. Oh god, this is a tough shot. I think I might try for this. It's a bit silly. Okay, it was far too silly apparently. Alright, I probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have just done a shot like this and tried to get more hits on this lovely bouncer right here. Oh well. It's definitely not the cleanest fight for us. We don't really have an orb to synergize with our thingy just yet, so still got a bit of time before we are just absolutely rocking massive numbers, but we will get there in the end. I mean, already that's pretty damn solid. Oh, the good news is it's also just great synergy to have like a big bouncer like this and egg. I'm not going to shoot the egg this time around, but oh my god, it's so much health loss. But like, it's definitely not bad here, is it? Hit the bouncer once. Oh, I'll just do that once. 136 gold, double store I think is very much on the table. Let's try it. Don't have... Yeah, I have nothing. Yeah. Simply go. Dupe an orb. I mean, look, it loses the benefits, but I'm pretty sure that's just super worth it. Definitely appreciate getting the extra max HP, and I think the heal is also going to be nice for a very long time. I'm actually going to aim at the mirror for a bit. Some of the early shots. This is a very weird fight for me. Just want to try and leave that guy up for a bit, I think. I think I'll aim at him now. I think I'm making the right play, I don't know. I feel like if I just aimed at this guy first, got the kill on him, it meant that I would not be able to get the reflect here. I don't know, it seems like I was wrong anyway. That was just what my intuition was telling me, but... I probably shouldn't have discarded that, I really shouldn't have discarded that, I don't know why I didn't shoot the horrible as well, but it's fine. We have a lot of damage now, and there we go. Here is the thing that gives me my... I don't want to take on all of these elites without a properly upgraded Machuska, so I'll upgrade it once. This puts me at the 105 breakpoint. Without the 105 breakpoint, I am at the 145 breakpoint. I really love the 145 breakpoint. If this is a fight, if that's a fight, I'll upgrade the Machuska. If not, 145 gold is like exactly where I want to be. Oh, it's not just any fight. It's the best fight for us possible. Like, this fight is just insane. So we started on 89 health, and we have Ring of Indignation here, which guarantees us the win, and we have Grinding Monster, which is printing us the max HP. The only thing I need to worry about, which is actually a pretty big concern, is I need to not get shredded by this 1200 guy. It's actually a very serious concern. So I need to make sure that I'm doing all of my lovely upgrading, which means I need to hit this refresh. And I'm just going to let Ring of Indignation and Refilibuster take care of all these mobs. Don't need to worry about hitting my bombs too much. That being said, I will just save a tiny bit more HP there. It's really unfortunate where this refresh ended up, isn't it? Because my Machuska is next, and I think that might hit it actually. That did not hit it. Yeah. As I said when I entered this fight, this guy was the one big concern I had this fight, and yeah. I don't know, that refresh was a bit ridiculous, so... Of course we get Bramble now. I don't know, this was an incredibly weird fight. I feel like I set myself up so well for this fight, but it just didn't happen. Bam bam, bam, you're dead. Yuck. That's all I have to say to that, just yuck. I've got an elite right afterwards. I think I just do this. And we get a Vitamin C Ring of Reuse. I mean, there is no shot that I'm not taking this Ring of Reuse. The removal has become even more necessary. I do want 2 more gold after this point, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. We do not have the 145 gold that I so desired. But it doesn't look like I particularly need it either. Sand arrows is not going to be something I'm going to want whatsoever. Basalt Totem as well, so this is definitely a very fine shop for us. Goodbye Terrible. Alright, hopefully we don't get a miserable fight here. Fine with this, I think. I believe there's one question mark. I am very much allowed to shoot it then. if I'm shooting, I want to shoot it onto an upgraded board. No damage. I might just AFK for the first bit, honestly. I think that might be best. It certainly is a good fight in allowing us to heal ourselves, but I'm definitely a bit worried. Definitely a bit worried. $633? I mean, I have no words for that fight. That was really, really impressive. Double air combo is just the nuts. So, wow, okay, that fight was very pleasant. Very, very pleasant indeed. I'm 100% trying to do mass proccing, truth scales when I struggle to reload as is, power glove when I have -4/-4, or, you know, one of the best healing passives in the game. Okay, I was trying to focus a bit for that fight, so I see. This is what happens next. Well, this sucks a ton. It's just absolutely is completely horrible, but whatever. Instant slime, by the way. Just want to point out instant slime. It's just ridiculous. And then we get the refresh, perfect, and then we start to get some real amounts of damage. Bramble? Oh yeah, I guess we do have the beautiful Ring of Indignation. Like, it's just such an amazing tempo passive. It's absolutely saved me in Area 2 so much. This is definitely just Echo up here. Need the AoE, need the echo damage. It's pretty solid damage. Since I'm going to Ring of Indignation to kill the rest, just because they're dealing so much damage that they're just going to completely obliterate themselves. Like, just so deserved, really. I'm literally reflecting their damage back. I see, I forgot about the tiny part where I have restored. Well, too bad, because I do not have the time to heal that up. That fight is just so outrageously aggressive so fast that you just don't have time to get to your restores. Even if you wanted to. Good news is, this fight is definitely a whole lot slower, and I love my tugging. There's just something about this fight where I always forget to change the targeting immediately every single time. Without a doubt. Anyway, yeah, actually getting to shoot our stalls just puts us in such an amazing spot. I mean, that was why the resistance snipe fight was so good, because we just had that time towards the start of the fight where we could just shoot the stalls and it was perfectly fine. As well as the way how resistance snipe plays is very conducive with how our peg upgrading game plan works in the end. So it just worked out really, really well for us, and look at that. That was a very interesting shot at the end there. Oh no, they're dead next shot, unfortunately. So that's fine. I've got a ton of max HP to work with at this stage, and I've got 190 I have removed once. I think that might be enough. Oh, there's a potion ball there as well. That's really tempting, to be honest, but I'll pass. Hold on, after this store, I really want to fight here. I really, really want to fight there, just so I can get more upgrades on my deck. 116. I think this is worth it, so I'll shoot now. Just grab a tiny bit more gold. I think that 120 might be a breakpoint. Oh my, slimy south, recombobulator? You're too generous. I mean, look, sliming with peg upgrading is just one of the most natural combos ever. I've just got to go for it. As well as more healing when I've got this much max HP. Wow. This is some insanely solid stuff here. Does make me a bit sad I turned down that recon me, but it is what it is. I think this is the best option for me. If I can line up Echo better, yeah, I think it's definitely that. Turning down a round guard does feel kind of bad, but frankly, I've got the Ring of Reuse. I shouldn't be expecting to actually get my reloads. Useless. Alright, really unfortunate. I can shoot the egg. I need more upgrades. Okay, perfect. 2-8. Do you want me to just waste the egg? I'll just waste the egg. It's fine. Oh right, there was some upgraded picks. I forgot about that part. This is fine. Okay, even just having access to like one more source of sliming is just massively improving our damage. It's actually crazy how much of a boost it is. And then we get some ensign. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, that hit was actually extremely unfortunate. Alright, and now we'll try and claim the kill. Let's grab our crit. Look at this. 6 exploitable, by the way. So the chances this gets a kill... Oh, wow. Did you see that? Also, I'm 1 gold off. So unfortunate. Did you see that? He was left alive on like 5 health or something, I saw. So then he reflected all of that damage over the course of the shot that I managed to collect. Wow. And then I killed him with my revenge damage. Imagine that created an infinite chain. That would be funny. Well, funny for one of us. Presumably, I think... Oh, presumably for me, yeah. Actually, no, eventually it will become 0. I think. I don't know. Either way, Dupe Station is probably the play. Pumpkin Pie is also extremely fun. Fleece is almost certainly not the play. But like, we saw the options. We already know what I was going to pick, right? Like, there's no choices there for me. Simply none. I do want gold. Is it worth sacking health for it? Eh, not that much health. Just really unfortunate I didn't manage to get slightly more gold in that fight, eh? But okay, this should be a much more enjoyable fight for me, I think. Good news is, whenever the crossbow hit me, all of the minions just fold, so that's pretty awesome. I do want to race to my restore though. I'm actually worried about it. I don't know if I'll get there. Speaking of, don't know if I'll get there. I think a lot of these guys are gonna be able to hit me. They don't deal that much damage though. I'm not scared. I ain't scared of you. That's really not giving me that much value, is it? Yeah, like every time we get hit by that, we just wipe out all the minions. Ah, don't worry, I got it. There we go. Alright, perfect. I got to my restore. My summoning circle is of course in the classic summoning circle way. Every single time without a doubt, it's just there should just be a passive which is just your summoning circle can't be in the last slot, like insane passive right there. I swear the number of times summoning circles just places itself in the last spot. Yeah. That's the reason why I wanted to race to my I'm just gonna discard. It's more fun when they get to do stuff. I'm gonna end this fight at full health anyway. That's the reason why I wanted to race to my restore, because once I got the good upgrading stuff going on, they were going to get melted really, really fast. 116 gold, by the way. I did actually make sure to collect all of the gold this map, but that's a pretty massive boost. I wasn't expecting to have this much. I've got Refilibuster, so all I need to do is hit 1 refresh. Should be easy enough, right? That's sarcasm, by the way. I'm just expecting him to kill himself. 210 revenge damage. Perfect. I have 4 excellent upgrades here. We can immediately discount this one. This is the worst upgrade just because this is better than this. And then Summoning Circle is also just like amazing, but I think the play is... Actually, I think it's anything which boosts my upgrading by a ton, and I think that's Matryoshka the most. Unpretentious Amulet, Constricting Chains. Gifts that keep giving, hold up. No, you know what? I think this is actually... I only have... No, yeah, it's not. Interestingly enough, like 9 times out of 10, I feel like you just take Constricting Chains and move along. It's like just an insane passive with what we got going on here. And honestly, this is probably in those 9 times out of 10. I think the other 1 times out of 10, it's gifts to keep giving. If we had more refreshes, Defresh Potion would be a consideration, but I also like Refreshing Punch, and so I generally tend to take Defresh Potion an awful lot less than normal because I like Refreshing Punch. It's just a neat passive. Gifts to keep giving. Look, both of them are like so solid here. I think that in the end, Durable is just way better though. Sorry, not way better. I think it's extremely good and also just more interesting. I feel like I've done the whole kind of Constricting Chain setup a whole bunch, and like look at how much value you get off of this. The only unfortunate thing is I am definitely going to super prioritize anything that can grant me extra refreshes, because currently I'm extremely scared of that. It's just a really big weakness that I have now that I've made my board durable, and I need to fix it ASAP. Alright, I'm allowed to refresh now. The second you get 1 refresh, suddenly all the upgraded pegs are back, right? And as it turns out, my upgraded pegs are pretty hard hitting. I have double store if I so desire. 0 elites though if I do that. I mean, double store does sound pretty tempting. It's inevitably not going to be happening though, because look at how much gold I have to spend on upgrading, but it's a nice dream. Honestly, if I can handle, I would sack so much health to max upgrade this deck. I think that would just end up being super worth it. I managed to get through. I actually wanted to get through, so that's kind of cool. I'll go for shots like this. I think they should line up pretty well with Echold. Now I'll go for the same shot as the first shot. Oh, so close. Wait, I got it. Oh no, I didn't. That's fine. Like, it's actually crazy what they did to Ring of Indignation. Oh no, there is no shot. You're not dead here. Sorry, I was trying to get you to live so that I could grab a tiny bit more max HP, but that's just too much damage. The ultimate reason as to why I decided to settle for the gifts that keep giving over the constricting chains is it just works so insanely well with these Machurskas and the summoning circle. It's just so good. I definitely have to go to all of the question marks, grab as many removes as possible, go to both of the stores, grab as many removes as possible, don't I? Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of how it goes when you get persist. Oh, I am not getting to this other restore, am I? Especially not with 100 damage on my first shot. Yeah, it is. Oh, I forgot to say what I was going to say before. It is actually crazy how good the new Ring of Pain is. It's such an amazing tempo piece. I love what they did with it. I think that it's extremely fair. Oh, and by the way, I was thinking more on Repostal Service because, of course, I had my amazing last run, which worked out flawlessly. By the way, flawlessly. You know, like I just destroyed all the enemies. There were 0 problems I encountered whatsoever. Yeah. It was fun though. It was fun. I was thinking, because I'm not fully happy with the current version. Can I troll? I don't think I can. I can try. Yes, just not possible. I did want to get my restored max HP, but you know, 202 max HP is probably enough. Probably don't need more. If I want to make my deck stronger, that's how I make my deck. Fine, I'll make my deck stronger. There you go. You pleased? My deck's now stronger. I'm just not gonna buy any relics, am I? Like, I'm just gonna go to store, buy remove. Refresher. Well, there we go. There's our additional refresh source. Yippee, we got it now. So, removes are just what I want. Okay, well there's one remove. How about another one? Yeah, but the new Ring of Indignation is just so good. A lot of enemies deal a lot of damage to you, and as it turns out, reflecting that 7-fold is pretty cool. Holy, I was not expecting that much damage. Especially since my next shot is also an echo, so you know, like, pretty solid. Wait, I landed the brambles? That's insane, I don't usually land my brambles. Okay, that was hilarious. Yeah, but another version of Repostal Service which might be interesting is if you're reflecting it to targeted enemy instead. That gives you a little bit more interesting counterplay. As well as it meant that I wouldn't have lost in that second run. Because there was that one extra enemy that spawned thanks to Crucible. Oh no. I don't want to finish the fight. That's the one thing I don't want to do. Please. Oh god, it's so much damage. I think I might be able to get one proc though. Oh no. 400 damage, don't do it. Ooh. Spooky, spooky. 81. Surely not. Oh my god. I'm just too good at getting damage, eh? Or at least I got some max HP. Got a pretty decent chunk now. Yeah, I still want to chuck on some upgrades. If I can get something circle, echo, that's just like GG. Hello. Definitely going to do that and that. And what a surprise, I'm now out of gold. Gardener's Gloves, Basic Blade, Ambidextrony. Oh, I see. So, fun fact, what do we think is more valuable? An Ambidextrony or a remove? Okay. No, I'm not going to reset that. I thought about it. I'm not. That's a very silly play on my behalf. I thought that Fresh Banana was the best passive in there by a mile. Not quite. Ambidextrony is also just so insane here. Wait, why am I going to the store? Oh, I'm blind. Didn't realize he had 0 gold afterwards. Alright. Some slight misplays towards the end of this run. Unfortunately. Oh man, so much damage. So fast. Great stuff. If only I had Ambidextrony, if only I had actually realized, would have been so much better. Now I just get to slam some of these beautiful AoEs. Yeah, no, thinking on it more honestly, I think Repostal Service should just be to targeted enemy. I think that's just a much better version of the passive. Oh my god, Refreshing Punch? Hello, Refreshing Punch? Mamma mia, that was insane. Wow. God, love that. Alright, definitely just need I don't need them max, but like they're pretty awesome when max. So like let's just like max them. Do I have any navigation, inflation, reduce, refuse, recycle? Absolutely not. You know what I do have there? Slimy Salmon Popping Corn, so I can just take as much damage as I want here, grabbing as much gold as I want, because I honestly want a lot of gold and I don't have that much at all. I need fights and removes. Why the level 1 one? No, you know what? My deck isn't big enough. This is so stupid. You shouldn't do this without the ambidextrony. If I had the ambidextrony, that would be a good play, but like, why did I just do that? The answer is obvious, because it's funny. And indeed it is. Do we have sand arrows? No, we don't. Okay, I swear I saw blind on all of them, so I was just like, did we just... But no, of course. Even if it was blind on all of them. Oh my god, I didn't expect this fight to be over this fast. It's pretty easy to forget just how OP... Oh no, it's over that fast. Heck, obviously. Alright, and that navigates us. Please give us a fight. That'll do, but also, oh my god, I have like over 10 orbs I want removed from this deck. Oh lord. Well, the good news is we got a lethal amount of damage on the first shot, I think. Not quite. Honestly, I'm shocked. Absolutely shocked, I tell you. Well, let's take this shot. I believe that is the shot that I am after. Oh my god. It's not actually working out as well as I thought it would. Well, let's grab more max HP because that's definitely what I need. To be perfectly blunt, I probably shouldn't shoot both ends of the restore. Is that going to stop me? No. I just want as much max HP as possible. It could actually mean that I lose the fight, which would be really funny, honestly. If it somehow makes me lose the fight, that is just hilarious. I don't really think that's possible though, because the second I hit my refresh, I get access to all of my upgraded pegs again, and then suddenly I'm just dealing like 3000 damage per shot, which is just slightly more than they can deal with normally. They're both on equal health, apart from this one guy that's hiding. Can't understand why he'd hide. It's not as if I'm just about to deal a heck of a lot of damage. Because I'm not. Honestly, 1000 damage is still a ton. Especially on this map, honestly. It's actually pretty solid. Alright, I got Refreshing Punch as well, so if you want to pop one of those lovely refreshes, okay. It's fine, you can also just do nothing. That's also an option. But yeah, part of the reason why I juked my deck was so that I could get just insane echo value, and it looks like I keep messing up my echo shot, so that's not going to happen anyway. Oh, I thought I'd get a revenge kill there. Alright, surely this time, for sure, right? It certainly looks a lot better. Didn't manage to hit the refresh, but didn't exactly need to, did it? So close yet so far. Now I've got to end up with maximum possible max HP. There we go. Wait, that's not even maximum possible because I duped my deck. I have more restorbs in here. Well. Also, yeah, we're just on easy full max HP. The fact that we've got the two most OP healing relics, as well as the fact that, honestly, the restorbs kind of just kept us up throughout the course of the entire run anyway. Like, we had that resistance type fight where we just super healed because persist double restorb is so much healing. You're netting 32 HP every combat, some of which is max HP. Like, that's an insane swing. I mean, wow. This is like the best tempo you can get on Peglin, honestly. Just stick a Refilibuster and a Ring of Pain in there and then grab as much max health and healing as possible. Everyone knows we needed it, honestly. Like, there were some fights in Area 2 we took an absolute beat. Healing was incorrect in Area 2. I wasted 25 gold for nothing. It was incorrect. I'm sorry, what? How was that position incorrect to heal? It was though, right? Like, how could we have known that, first of all? And second of all, knowing that the next fight was the dreaded Area 2 fight, Plants and Stones, how was it correct to not heal knowing that the next fight is Plants and Stones? That's crazy. That is actually crazy that it was somehow incorrect to heal. I don't think we would have died if we didn't heal. And because our healing was just that good, oh my god, really? Partially due to the fact that I guess we got the Resistance Knight again. Wow. I mean, there were some fights in that run which were definitely really unfortunate. Oh my god, getting that question mark 200, 600, or what is it, 250, 1000 now? Or is it 1200? Did it go up again? I can't remember. It was like really unfortunate there. We sacked so much health to it, and then we just healed up in the Resistance Knight fight next. Like, how was I meant to know that I was going to heal in the Resistance type fight? You see a big scary Area 2 elite early on in Area 2, and you're just like, hey, that guy's not going to heal me. No, he's gonna do the opposite. It's probably like a Dingle who's gonna like run end us because our multi-ball numbers were pretty pathetic at that stage. That was crazy. A lot of questionable decisions towards the end there. Not getting the ambidictionary. The fresh bandana wasn't questionable, but going to the second store, duplicating the entire deck, just some really stuff which are just like, all right, but your deck was perfectly fine beforehand. You know, like why are you effectively not making it so much better? Echo is just amazing with persist though. It's like the second I saw that first Echo when I had persist, I was just like, I mean, I've just got to take that. Like Echo plus Glory Suffering is just such an amazing combo. Oh, I was really hoping for didn't mention it, but you know, obviously, you know, I had Strange Brew, I had Refreshing Punch, I had Cookie. Obviously, I was hoping for at least the Restorator for my second boss passive, which, to be honest, I have Turtle. You know, it wasn't that unlikely to get. But if we look at our second boss passive options, we have Go for Gold, Constricting Chains, Gifts that Keep Giving, Leaves the Rest for later, and was there another one? I don't think there was. Technically, Morbid wasn't that bad, but I really didn't want to pick up Morbid. That's 4 top tier boss passive, like, and I mean top tier. They're just like, it's basically ensuring a win if you can pick up any of those 4, I'd say. Or Matusku Shell, sorry, as well. Yeah, I forgot to mention Matusku Shell as well. Even though I would definitely prefer Matusku Shell a lot less than the other ones. It's like where you fifth on the list of 6. You know, it still would have been pretty amazing because Machuska is already at the small stage, and that was my main source of multi-ball. But wow, this really just feels like a classic Peglin tuition run more than anything else, honestly.